Thanks for being here today. Delta State entertains the University of West Alabama in the ESPN GSC Game of the Week this week. Delta State enters the contest 3-3 overall, while West Alabama enters the contest 4-2 overall. Delta State 2-2 in Gulf South Conference, 1-2. West Alabama's 1-2 in Gulf South Conference. Statesmen are coming off a 34-13 loss to the top-ranked Blazers, while West Alabama defeated Shorter 41-0. Delta State leads the all-time series with West Alabama 25-27-3 and are 24-11-1 at Parker Field at McCool Stadium. With that, we're going to bring Coach Cooley up to talk about last week and this week ahead for the Statesmen.
I appreciate everybody being here today. Thought we played hard Saturday night. Thought we played a lot better football game than we obviously did the week before. I was really proud of the effort. You can't trade field goals for touchdowns against a team like that, and that's what we did a little bit in the first half. They had a fake punt on us right before the end of the half, which I thought was an unbelievable, great call on their part. They executed it well, caught us trying to set up a return. That's just something I got to live with. I wanted to run a return. Probably hindsight's 20/20. Should have went and punt safe and tried to get the ball back. And, been down one score possibly, or at least have the ball down there with a little momentum going into halftime. But live and you learn. We were playing to win the football game, and that's what we came out there to do. Didn't happen, but I was really proud of the effort. I thought we cut it to one score in the third quarter. Had a chance. Had a turnover. That's a tough thing right there, but that's what happens when you play good teams sometimes. But we can't worry about it now. Thought we had a real positive meeting yesterday looking at the tape. Thought there was a lot of positives to take out of it. Thought we prepared really well last week. We're going to have to prepare really well this week. West Alabama just shut out Shorter, played lights out, beat them 41-0. Got a lot of momentum coming this football game. They're a really good team, well coached, very athletic, both sides of the ball, and just going to be a tough challenge for us on Saturday. Really excited that we'll have our football alumni weekend this weekend, and we got to start somewhere. This will be the first time we've done that, and I'm excited about that. Getting those guys back on campus and showing them around and letting them be around our players some. So that's going to be an exciting time, and should have good weather and big home game for us. We need to win it.
From some of the positives of this game, what were some of the things that you felt that y'all did better that y'all need to continue to do moving forward into next week?
We executed. We did not execute in Pensacola, Florida. Like I said before, West Florida had a lot to do with that. We executed a lot better. Felt like we had a really good plan, all three phases. Felt like we worked hard at trying to carry out that plan, and we played through adversity on Saturday. We just kept playing, and we were still fighting. 2 minutes left in the game, and we're throwing it basically in the end zone down there. We still had all three timeouts. Thought we had a pretty good play at the goal line down there, and didn't work out our way. But just felt like we kept fighting, kept scrapping, and kept playing hard for 4 quarters, and that's what I care about right now. That's what I always care about. We're going to continue to play hard. I didn't think we did that in West Florida. I thought we did it last week. We're going to have to do it again.
How opportunistic is a team like Valdosta? Because it seemed like just every mistake they capitalized.
Yeah, that's why they're number one in the country. Good teams do good things when you make mistakes. Very dynamic on offense. Very, very good tackling team on defense. Felt like they tackled better than we did Saturday night. You can't make mistakes. When you get in games like this, you get in games later in the season, and you're playing kind of the meat of your schedule. Every mistake you make is magnified. We did a good job there. They made a mistake. They threw their first interception of the season. We turned around and scored a touchdown. And that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to capitalize when you get momentum, and we're going to need a lot of it on Saturday, no question.
As far as learning week to week, I know you've been harping on that throughout the season, just as far as improving and learning from your mistakes. Taken away from this game, what is it that maybe you'll be harping on more so this week than, say, any other week as far as moving ahead to your next game?
I think the thing that you harp on is the way we prepared. You know, we prepared well, and we played much better because we prepared better. And we've got to continue to do that. We had 2 really good practices last week on Tuesday and a Wednesday, which are our major work days during the week. And we've got to do that again this week. We've got to realize that, hey, what you put in is what you're going to get out of it. And I think that we learned that this past week. That's a great lesson for a football team to learn. It's a great lesson for anybody to learn. And kind of you get out what you put in. And I thought we put a lot of preparation into it. I thought we put a lot of focus into it, and I thought we played better because of that. So that's what we've got to continue to do moving forward.
Any type of similarities between West Alabama and Valdosta?
Well, yeah, I mean, defensively they're kind of similar in their schemes. West Alabama can throw the football. They can score points. You know, they're pretty wide open on offense as well. They got a lot of weapons. They're very long and athletic on defense. So yeah, there's a lot of similarities. I mean, they're a good football team. And they went to Valdosta and turned the ball over, or they probably beat Valdosta. You know, so they're a good team.
Looking at the numbers, y'all won the turnover battle against Valdosta. Talk about just kind of that aspect, and win or lose, how important that was.
Well, I think it kept us in it. I mean, that gave us a little life coming out of the second half. We got that turnover, you know, and that gave us some early energy that we needed there after the way the first half had ended. So that was big. We've got to continue to do that, but we've got to, you know, it just seems like right now offensively we're moving the ball, we're doing some good things, and then it's just one thing here or one thing there. You know, I was really proud of our penalties. I think we only had 2 penalties maybe all night. Of course, they didn't have many either. There wasn't a lot of flags thrown, which I kind of enjoy that. But, you know, I thought like we just got like one block here. You know, we missed a blocking assignment on our second drive. We missed a route on our first drive down there in the red zone. Those things you got to capitalize on when you get down there. You know, we throw a ball, hit a receiver, get him open. But it's 2nd and 14 because we just missed a block on the first one that cost us -4 yards. We throw a ball and it turns the receiver around. He catches it. He still makes about 8 to 9 yards. But if that ball is a little bit further out and he can keep it in stride, he might score at the pylon right there. You know, those are points we're leaving out there. We know we throw a comeback route in the end zone, just a little bit outside. I mean, guys trying to drag his feet, great effort, but it's an incomplete pass. You know, so. Those things, when you get in big ball games, you don't need to settle for field goals on those. You need touchdowns. And, you know, I feel like what we're doing on offense is sound. We protected the ball, knock on wood, done a good job of that all year. We've ran the ball pretty well, ran the ball again well Saturday. You know, we gotta capitalize and get touchdowns, and that's what we haven't done enough of this season. You know, it cost us in Michigan. We didn't get a touchdown early in Pensacola. That hurt us, and then it hurt us again on Saturday. So we got to find a way to do that. And it's not like we're not working it. We're working it every day, every week, working it hard. We just got to finish drives.
How would you describe perhaps the morale of the team right now after two tough opponents that you faced back to back?
I mean, they seemed in pretty decent spirits yesterday. Kids are tough, resilient, you know. They seem pretty good. A lot of us won't know until Tuesday. You know, we see what kind of bounce they have in their step at practice. This is another physical football game, you know. We've had a bunch of them. But we got to go out and prepare and get ready to play a really, really tough football team.
At this juncture of the season, you feel as though you're behind schedule on where you would like to be? You're happy with the progress you've seen, or
well, I think I'm not happy. No, we're 3-3. I'm not happy, but we're a better football team than we were a year ago, no question. I mean, it's not even the same game. But no, I'm not happy because we're 3-3. I mean, I want to be 6-0. I mean, I want to be 5-1, and we're not. You know, so it is what it is. I mean, we got 4 football games left. We got to play every one of them tooth and nail. Every one of them going to be a challenge. So it's just go South Conference play, man. It's I don't know. We got to get something going, and we got to play better. And we're gonna have to. West Alabama's really good.
You mentioned the reunion coming up this weekend. How important is it for you that you feel that current players kind of interact with former players and kind
I think that they all share the same bond. They've all sat in this room. They've all been through this program. They all bleed green and white. I think it's huge. You know, I think it's huge for them networking once they're through graduating. I just think it's good to hear from guys that have been where they've been and hear their experiences. I just think it's awesome. You know, I always loved it when former players came back when I was a player. I always wanted to talk to them and just try to make them proud. And that's all we're going to try to do this Saturday.
How would you assess the play of Breck this past Saturday?
I thought it was pretty good. I thought he competed really well. I thought he, you know, there's a couple throws he wish he had back. We got to keep working on that. But I thought he played well. I mean, I think he was our leading rusher. He did some good things. They didn't sack him. I think a lot of that was, you know, we had good protection, but I think a lot of it was on him, making plays with his feet. I thought he was decisive. He just, like I said, there was about 3 throws he wishes he had back that were open that he missed, and he knows it. But man, he did some really good things Saturday night. Kept us in the ball game, competed, led, played through some bad stuff, played through some good stuff. I was really proud of his effort. Took some shots too. Took a big shot in the ribs and bounced back from it. I thought he did a good job.
And defensively, any concerns?
No concern defensively. We've got to have guys that, and Coach Green talked about this yesterday. We got to understand where everybody's got to trust one another. And what happens sometimes when you get excited in a game like that, and you're so revved up, you try to do a little too much. And when you do too much, that's what gets you in trouble playing defense in today's world of college football. If your eyes are bad, if you're doing more than you're supposed to do, you're not trusting the man beside you, a team like Valdosta can really expose you. And that happened a little bit on Saturday. We didn't tackle well. We didn't leverage the ball like we normally do. And those are things we take a lot of pride in. So we've got to get back to doing that, and we've got to play a lot better. And once again, this is going to be another tough offense coming in here. So thank y'all very much.
Okay, thank you.